Tonight on DC News Now, we're tracking that heat, and it's going to be even hotter out there for the day tomorrow with triple-digit high temperatures. More on this and how long this will continue to linger coming up.
It's hot. There's no other way to say it, but it's hot.
Families are making great efforts to beat the heat during these dangerous conditions. We're dipping into a splash pad to find the best ways to cool off.
Another movie at a DC park 1 week after fireworks were shot into the crowd. The extra steps officials are taking to keep people safe.
It's exciting, and people have a deep relationship with cars.
Celebrating the country's big birthday with a bit of vintage Americana, the collection of old Fords, making a pit stop at Union Station.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Susan Tran.
And I'm Ben Dennis. Chris Flanagan has the evening off. Right to your top story. It's the heat. It is hot, and it's not going anytime soon. So we have team coverage of this dangerous heat. Our Dave Laval has how families are staying cool right now.
That's right. But first, we're going to head right over to our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair. We're talking about these scorching temperatures, feeling like the 110s and stretching for days. We got to stay safe here.
We certainly do, especially for this prolonged period of time that we're going to be tracking that dangerous heat. So an extreme heat warning has been issued for the day tomorrow as well as for Friday. That's from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening. And we're talking about that extreme heat warning for those heat index values upwards of 110 degrees. Today, we were right around it, considering we had so much of that humidity, but high temperatures today are into those upper 90s. We didn't get close to the triple digits in DC, but it is looking like we're going to be tracking the actual air temperatures into those triple digits tomorrow, as well as on Friday. And then paired up with that humidity, that will allow for those heat index values to soar. But let's talk about temperatures right now. We're still holding into those upper 80s right now in DC, 90 out towards Hagerstown, 85 over towards Culpeper, 82 out towards Annapolis, but still very, very humid. You immediately feel it as you step out the door. It's almost the air you can wear. And so with all that humidity, it's still making it feel like at this hour, at the 9 o'clock hour, 100 degrees is still what it feels like in DC, 104 in Frederick. So it's going to be really tough to get more of that relief through the overnight tonight. But overnight lows will be back in those mid upper 70s. As we look towards tomorrow, though, yeah, we got to brace for this. It's looking like we're going to be tracking those triple-digit hot temperatures out there for the day tomorrow, but feels like temperatures well above that in Friday. Very similar. But I'll have more details when we finally break this heat coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we're going to be looking forward to that. Let's head over to our DC News Now's Dave Laval, joining us live there from the Georgetown waterfront. And Dave, how much cooler is it when you're right near the water?
How about a big fat goose egg, Susan? Because I'm telling you, it feels so muggy right now. Got sweat running down my back. Just thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, that's the bad news, that it's still muggy and it still feels so incredibly hot out here. The good news, though, as you can see and hear behind me, the fountains here are still operating, and families told us they're just grateful to have places like this where they can come and beat the heat. Morgan Carpenter finds relief in the cool water at Georgetown Waterfront Park.
It feels so good. The jeans honestly don't feel too bad. Like, the water feels great.
Little Margot Aftuck is one cool kid, as she too manages to avoid the heat.
Any excuse to get out here and play in the water, she'll take it.
Phil Aftuck says his daughter did, especially considering the weather.
It's hot. There's no other way to say it, but it's hot.
The heat index Wednesday soared into the triple digits.
I think it is way too hot outside.
Alexandra came to the park to help her dog Blue get cool, but Blue refused to drink the water.
She's a bit of a Frenchy girl. She's very snubby.
Despite the heat, Alexandra says it pales to what's going on in her native country.
I'm French, and in France, people are dying of heat waves because there's no AC in the country.
I'm from the other Washington, where it's 56 degrees.
Teresa Spinneman and her family are visiting the DMV. They knew it would be warmer than back home, but not like this.
You know, yesterday when I checked the weather forecast on the flight in, I saw triple digits, and I knew we were going to be in for it.
Like so many others, the Spinneman family found ways to stay cool.
Oh, beautiful.
And just a reminder, all the communities around the DMV also offers splash parks and indoor and outdoor pools, and also cooling centers. So there are various ways in order to stay cool during this heat wave. We are live along the waterfront in Northwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Dave. Great way to stay cool with those dangerous temperatures settling over the DMV. As Dave mentioned, officials are trying to keep folks safe. So in DC, you can find relief at those cooling centers. Maryland, you got libraries, rec centers, and senior centers. They're open, including locations in Montgomery and Prince George's counties. How about the Commonwealth? Well, in Northern Virginia, libraries and community centers also serve as cooling sites. And officials encourage anybody without AC to take advantage of those facilities and stay hydrated. For more information on where to find a cooling center near you, go to DCNewsNow.com. Just search cooling centers.
Developing tonight in Maryland, police opened fire in Tacoma Park. Investigators say the shooting involves a stolen car with the driver speeding off just before 5 tonight. They're now searching for an older model white Honda Civic 4-door. They say no one was hurt, and this remains an active and ongoing investigation. We will be sure to bring you the very latest on the story, both on air and online on DCNewsNow.com. Now, there's a bus driver accused in that deadly chain reaction crash on 95 in Virginia. That person was back in court. The collision in Stafford County killing a family of 4 on their way to a wedding, another person in a car, and hurting dozens more. Jingdong facing involuntary manslaughter charges and is accused of plowing into the whole line of cars that had slowed for a work zone. His new defense attorney plans on filing a bond motion so that he could be released from jail as he awaits trial.
It's overcharged. That's all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward on a bond motion. Danger to self, so he's not schizophrenic. Danger to other, he's not distributing fentanyl and things of that nature with guns. And risk of flight, he's not no failure to appear. So it should be a no-brainer in some ways, but you don't know with your judges.
The judge set a trial date for October 6th, but the 48-year-old driver is due back in court again later this summer.
Fairfax County police and firefighters are now sharing daring details of how they saved a woman's life after she was inside of a quickly sinking car on Sunday. Body camera video shows the heroic rescue efforts of police and fire crews to get that woman out. She was unconscious. Fairfax County police say the drowning call came in Sunday right before 5 p.m. near Walney Road, not far from Dulles International. When police arrived, 2 Good Samaritans had already tried going into the pond and moving the car to shore. But the driver was in that car sinking far too quickly, and police realized they had to jump in.
This is the punch for the glass, and then this is the seatbelt cutter right here, which is very effective, and I'm just glad that I had it on me that day.
The driver is believed to have suffered a medical emergency while driving before crashing into the pond. She's now recovering from minor injuries.
There are plenty of police patrolling a very popular movie night in the district.
That's right. It was just last weekend here in Northeast that teenagers allegedly shot off fireworks. We got that confirmed from police. But that happened right toward the crowd at Alethea Tanner Park. That's where DC News Now's Daniel Hamburger joins us live.
And Daniel, you already heard some fireworks, I'm understanding. Were they near these families that are out there?
Just down the block from here, Susan. This was before the movie started about 15 minutes ago. They're watching the Goonies behind me, having a good time out here on this lawn. Last week, when those fireworks were set off toward the crowd, it took about 30 minutes for police to respond, we're told by the neighbors who were here, because police were stretched thin elsewhere, including down on the National Mall. Take a look and listen at what we heard around 7:45 tonight. And so that was just one of a set of fireworks that we heard. There was another one up the block around 8 o'clock, and then about a half hour ago we heard another 1 or 2 fireworks being set off as well. But there are extra police in this area on bicycles and, of course, in their squad cars at the front of the park here. With July 4th this weekend, we're hearing that teens setting off fireworks are becoming more of a problem in the neighborhood. And as the crowd watches this movie tonight, police are standing by for any trouble.
I'm glad they're here. I'm still getting messages from people saying, like, this just happened to me 15 minutes ago. This just happened to me 10 minutes ago in the neighborhoods around here. So you know, I'm hopeful it gets better after the 4th of July.
I definitely felt that more MPD presence was going to be necessary. I hope that plays its part, but I also just hope that we can all kind of realize how nice it is to just be in a park, watch a movie, and hang out together.
So we have not seen them here tonight, but we were told that both the police commander as well as Councilmember Zachary Parker planned to be here. Clearly, police are taking this issue seriously, and it is illegal to set off any kind of fireworks within the district. We're live in Northeast. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, could be some tense moments out there, Daniel. Thank you. Now to the festivities for America's 250th birthday continues, and we're taking a live look right now at the Washington Monument, where it is set to be turned into this giant birthday candle. Ooh, I'm waiting. I feel like the illuminations did change, and there it is. Maybe we're not getting a clear look, but the illuminations are going to run through July 5th from 9 until midnight. There will be an 18-minute light show projected onto the obelisk right here. Oh, right now it looks like lightning was flashing as the projection onto the Washington Monument. Organizers for the White House-backed Freedom 250 also sharing details for Saturday's festivities there. And they say that the gates will open up at 1 in the afternoon for guests to enter. The military flyover demonstrations, those will start at 1:15. There's also an opening program at 5, then the Salute to America program at 7. The president is set to start his speech at 9:45. And what's being called the largest fireworks show in history is scheduled for 10:30. Organizers also sharing guidelines if you do plan to be there, including the entry and security screening area, which is going to be over at 15th Street between Madison and Jefferson Drives. There is a clear bag policy, free water refill stations along with misting areas, plus a reminder to wear comfortable shoes. You'll be doing a lot of walking, and to be sure to take Metro.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one indeed. But not far from the mall, over at Union Station, a classic car collection is highlighting vintage Americana. It's Ford that have opened the doors to a brand new exhibit celebrating America's 250th. This event is free to the public right in the main hall of Union Station and features 10 rare and iconic vehicles. They date as far back as 1927. I just caught a glimpse of a '64 Mustang. The exhibit highlights themes of innovation, pop culture, and community impact.
We wanted to show examples of how Ford has both impacted and helped American culture over the half of those 250 years.
Pretty cool stuff. Creators say one of the major centerpieces of the exhibition is a rare 1964 Mustang. Caught that one. The collection is open through July the 14th.
And I know someone who's excited to see all those cars.
Coming up on DC News Now, a lot of hype on the National Mall. Fans are going wild, cheering on Team USA as they take on Bosnia in round 32 of the World Cup. We'll take you there live for an in-game update.
The AC during these extreme conditions are as much about comfort as safety. We're helping you stretch your dollar to make sure you're not maxing out your HVAC.
And the ACs, yep, they're going to be getting a workout over the next several days. We are tracking even hotter and more humid conditions all the way through Friday. More on that coming up.
And ahead at 9:30, the bipartisan affordable housing bill that's sitting on the president's desk. What's the holdup? I'll tell you where it stands.